Welcome back guys, thank you very much for joining me. Today we are looking at replacing a dual flush fill valve. This particular one doesn't need it, but the customer thinks it's going to be a best bet, so we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. You'll see it's quite straightforward. So first things first, you want to isolate the water. If you haven't got one of these isolation valves, then you may have to use a stop tap. Then you want to flush the toilet. You will notice more water in the bottom, so you want to be a little bit cheeky and either use a sponge or a towel and get it all out, soak it all up and rinse it all out into the sink. Little tip, top tip. Then when you're fed up with doing that, you can realise you can actually cheat and unscrew the screws on the back holding the system to the wall, and underneath the two wing nuts you can just tip the water down the toilet. You want to take your adjustable and undo the water. You might get a little bit of water, but that's why you've got your dust sheets down and towels down. So unscrew that screw there, that one there, and then underneath you've got two wing nuts, there and there. Then you want to undo your wing nuts, like so. You might need some pliers, but I've got a gorilla grip, so I'm okay. Then once you're happy it's all released and it's all free, you want to put your towel on the toilet, gently lay it down with the bottom facing outwards so you can do the operation. And as you can see, you've got your donut washer and your securing plate there. Take care not to lose these, because these are what's going to secure the toilet back together, because as you can see they've got a square top and they just fit nicely in there, so you can do the screw up without it turning. Now normally you would replace this when you place a siphon, but the customer hasn't bought another one, they've just bought all the parts for me and they're quite happy to use the old one, which is never the best choice if I'm being honest. Always replace this if you can, the donut washer. And all you're going to do is get your grips around here and gently unscrew. So just like that, with your grips on, and gently grip because you don't want to crack it. And remove safely. So with that being done and off, you'll see that the siphon is free to move. You may find somebody's used silicone, so this must be clean when putting the new one back on. And then inside it's just a case of removing it, like that. There we go, job done. So now we're going to clean the hole up and pop the new one in. Once happy, we're going to put the new one back in the hole, making sure the washer's on and it's facing the right way. Then we're going to hold it in place. You can seal this with silicone, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just a poor trick, really. And then making sure that you get this the right way around, so that the rigid bits sit at the bottom, so the bolts can slip on and secure themselves in place. And then we're just going to tighten this back up, tighten it back on, nice and secure. Make sure it's quite level. And then we're going to gently do the same thing and tighten them up with the grips. Now you don't want to over tighten because it will crack. Just enough. And you'll feel it. That's about there. And also if you take a look inside, you'll see that the wash is also squished down. That's meant to happen. In there like that. Now you want to put things back together in reverse order, making sure you don't forget to put your donut washer on. Ideally a new one, but customer bought the parts. You want to make sure that sits over the nut as well. Make sure that you tighten that nut up enough, because if you don't you'll notice it leaking and you don't want to take it all back apart again, do you? Right, let's put it all back together, see how she is. Now you want to put these bolts that we mentioned before with a square head, pop them in, and you want to line them up with these holes here and then just drop it in nice and gently. Perfect. And all we're going to do now is put the back screws in, put the washers underneath with the wing nuts, and then button the flush on, and we're good to test. So once it's all fixed back, we're going to pop the flush back on. These are ever so easy. They're just on a push button and it fits over the lever like so. Once you've connected the cold mains back up, we're then going to turn it on and fill her up. Making sure there's no leaks underneath. Because if there's a leak out of here, that means the washer isn't tight enough underneath on the donut washer. So we'll need to readjust it, or take it all apart, readjust it and put it all back together. As you can see, we're all good. Beautiful! Yeah! She's doing what she should be doing, with no leaks. So thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully that has helped you. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.